Call JG Wentworth 877.
Cash now.
Yes.
Cash now. Moving.
Just
But
kidding.
they're fragile too, because if you hit its wing even a little bit, it shatters. And
It's
it can't
dead.
fly down. It's like the sad. That's all I'm saying. So it's like
It's a leash around the cat so it can walk. Why are we putting animals in strollers?
out the water.
And
Yeah. They fly out the water, and they got the little hole on top of their head too. So it's like that's got to be for something. Maybe mating? No, they wouldn't mate on their heads. All right. Let's think.
You are now watching the Westmoreland Bros podcast.
Welcome back to the Westmoreland Bros podcast, episode 54.
Ooh. That's a nice ring to
54.
it. 54.
Come on,
I like
man.
that.
54. We on our way to
54.
100. We on our way to 100.
Halfway there, over halfway there. Come on now. Come on. I
Yep.
like that,
Yep.
man.
Progress.
Progress, man. Now, obviously, last podcast you guys watched, you saw, I gave 2 shout outs in the beginning just because we were in the month of October, just for some awareness. And I'm going to do the same thing for week 2 of October. Right now, I want us to focus on 2 types of cancers. October brings awareness to breast cancer and to liver cancer. Those 2 cancers, man. So, hey, if you're not a fan of the doctor, I'm not a fan of the doctor. You know what I mean? I'm not. I don't like going to the doctor. I don't.
At all.
However, hey, if you're not feeling well, if something feels off just for too long, man, just go get checked up. Just go get checked up, see what's going on. If they come back with bad news, don't take it for face value. Go to another doctor. You know what I'm saying? You always want to go, if it's a huge diagnosis, you always want to go to at least 3 doctors. 3 doctors are most likely not going to lead you in the wrong direction. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, take care of your health. Remember, what we put in our bodies matters. So don't eat a lot of crap, man. Don't try to take care of yourself. Long story short, you see what I'm saying? Make sure you're doing stuff in moderation and go to the doctor if you need to, man. Breast cancer, liver cancer awareness month. I've lost people to one of them. So sorry. This sucks. It's horrible. I know you have too. So let's try not to be one of them. You know what I mean? Bring
Eat your
awareness
fruits
to
and
it, man.
vegetables.
Eat your fruits and vegetables.
Eat healthier. Stay away from the fast food. It's not even that good. You know it's not that good. You're disappointed when you go. Come on now.
Disappointed. Come on.
Come
Andy
on now.
Bubbles got your order wrong again. Get out of there, man. Come on.
How are you going back? For what?
Nothing. Now that's gonna lead me into this. I also have another kind of like we'll call them pet peeves, you know what I mean? Last time
yeah.
I let you guys know about carism and I kind of focused on dogs. Zach kind of brought me back to reality, like, hey, you know, it's okay. This time I strictly want to talk about, and I see it mostly with cats, really do, but sometimes with dogs too, and other animals. I absolutely hate when I see an animal in a stroller. Can we talk about it? Like, why, bro? Why are you not having even if it's a cat, why don't you just put a leash around the cat so it can walk? Why are we putting animals in strollers? And
Yeah.
I have a friend. I follow her. She follows me. She puts her cat in a stroller. I won't say her name because I don't want to do that. Maybe she don't want her name out there like that. You know what I'm saying? And we're not close to the friends. I'm not saying that. But we know each other. And she puts her cat in a stroller. And it really bothers me. I've never told her because it doesn't matter. But I'm like, I want to talk about this on the
She
podcast.
knows now.
If she watches our podcast or if she sees this clip, she's gonna know. She'll be like, oh, I put my cat in a stroller, and then she can be like, oh, he does follow me, so maybe he's talking about me. I'm talking about you. Okay, I'm talking about you. I don't like it. Let the cat walk. Let the dog walk. Let whatever the animal is walk. Why is it in a stroller? Can you answer that for me? I don't know.
I don't remember the last time I've seen that, honestly. I'm very
Good.
anti-clothes on animals. Like, some I kind of understand more that I'm older now, where it's like you're being a colder environment and they'll have a really thin coat dog, so you put a coat on the dog, like a Doberman for an example, or even something thinner like those dogs that be like racing a lot. They're super skinny, super short hair. You know, if it's in Wisconsin, right, it might need a coat, bro. It's pretty cold out there, right? And honestly, with our wiener dog we had years ago, we maybe should have gave him a coat, honestly. Yeah, because his coat it really wasn't that thick, if I'm being honest. But yeah, so I can kind of understand that more, but I'm really not for the clothes aspect of it, although some people break it down. Even the shoes, like when you see how dirty sidewalks are, and not even dirty, but how dangerous they can be with, like, even Milwaukee is a great example with the glass. If someone breaks a glass bottle, now imagine your dog's running and it gets in his paw. You know what I'm saying? That's not
Bro,
really.
my whole street sidewalk is like that, bro. I be walking him pissed. I be walking him upset. I'm like, bro, you breaking glass bottles. Fortunately, I just ain't harm him yet or nothing. But
Right.
yeah, the shoes I could kind of get. But I want to focus
Right.
on strollers.
No, I was getting to that. It's like the clothes thing is like a little iffy to me, but I understand it a little more now. So focusing on strollers, it's like it doesn't make sense, and I'm trying to see the other side of it where it's like it does make sense, and I don't see it. Unless somebody really loves their animal and they want them with them in a place where it's like their animals aren't allowed, that's where I can kind of see it. Like if it says no pets allowed, but then you have a stroller and the stroller's little hood is down and you can't see what's in there, no one's gonna say, open that stroller, let me make sure it's not an animal. They're not gonna say that. So maybe if it's I can see if it's like a really big animal lover and they need their animal with them all the time, then I could see the stroller being used to hide them.
At that point, that's called a service animal, and service animals legally have to be allowed everywhere. If you do not allow somebody with a service animal to come in, and it's literally a service animal, they can show you proof, you'll literally get in trouble. Like the video, It was just a viral video on that the other day. Like they had like a service dog. Dude was like, "You're not coming." It was a Planet Fitness. A guy at Planet Fitness went in there, and the dude was like, "No, you're not coming in here. Like, I don't. You have a dog. We don't have dogs in." He's like, "I go to other Planet Fitnesses. They let me in because this is a service dog. You have to allow it." And he's like, "No."
Oh.
So then it got escalated up and whatnot. I don't know what ultimately came of the situation, but yeah, like if you need an animal that bad, go get a service animal. And I've looked into it. Anything could be a service animal. All you gotta do is fill out the paperwork and tell them, bro. That's literally it. It's not hard.
I've seen some crazy service animals on airplanes before. I don't know if it was, I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was a peacock. I don't know. Was it? Yeah. It was a peacock. Okay, yeah, I thought I saw that. I'm like, dang, like what the heck? That's so crazy. But
literally,
yeah. So I mean, yeah, I don't see a point in it realistically, unless you just want to break rules because you want your animal everywhere with you. Outside of that, I don't really see a point in it. I wouldn't.
No, neither.
I mean,
because it's like,
I'm tough on I'm tough on people in general, so I would be tough on an animal. I wouldn't give it a stroller.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's like, if you want your cat outside with you, like I said, then just get it a leash like a dog. Like, there's no way you think putting a collar. Let's not even say collar because it chokes on. No way you think putting a harness on an animal with a leash is gonna do anything. Like, I'm sure your cat would like that more because now it's in the grass, it's in the tree, like it can interact and not sitting there. Like I have a huge issue with it. And I've seen it with dogs too. It's not just with cats, but I see it more with cats. If you do a dog in a stroller, that's just like, I think something is wrong with that human at that point. I'm not gonna lie. Because a dog should never be in a stroller. There's something wrong with you mentally as a human. With a cat.
So what if someone makes the argument, they're saying, well, I don't want a tick or a flea to get on my cat, so I put it in the stroller. Is that well? I don't want to put on a leash. Okay.
Keep it in the house. What are you talking? Keep it in the house. Then that's you doing too much, bro. Because then I'm gonna get petty and I'm gonna argue that it doesn't matter. You could keep all the doors and windows shut in your house. You have fruit in there. Guess what's gonna happen? Gnats are gonna come if it gets old.
Fruit flies.
They just come in. Come on. So it's the same thing, bro. If a little bug wants to get your animal, they're gonna crawl on the stroller and get your animal. It's not rocket science, bro. Come on, bro. If bugs crawl on our shoes and crawl on our pants and fall on our heads from trees, do you think that your cat or dog is safe from that? No, they're not. So yeah, I don't want to hear that. That's the worst argument. Don't come with that argument. If you're a pet stroller, don't come with that argument. It's not a
horrible argument. Horrible argument.
Horrific. But yeah, so I just had to get it out of my chest. That's a pet peeve. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know I love a new segment. So we're gonna jump into a new segment. Finish the commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, I just remember certain commercials from growing up, they're really stuck in my head. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to start the commercial. Z has to finish it. And it's not like he has to say 100 words. Most of these are only, the hardest one is 4 words. So it's nothing that he shouldn't get, okay? This is going to bring us back to our childhoods. everybody, just sit back, relax, close your eyes if you want to, and think of the commercial.
I'm
Z, are you ready?
instantly I'm instantly thinking of like jingles, man. I'm trying to think of the jingles in my head,
Bro,
yeah,
this
I'm
is gonna
trying
be
to.
fun. You're gonna get them, Z. You're gonna get them. All right, you
All right,
ready?
here we go. I'm laid back. Yep.
8664. Ooh, we got them, ladies
Quality.
and gentlemen.
Wait, call eight six
Yep.
six four Falco.
Yeah. You got the first one. Yes. Yes. Hey, and there's five. So he's one.
What?
He's one of one. He's one of one right now. The next one. This is one
Can
of
you
my
say? Oh
favorite
my gosh.
ones.
For the record, he is trying to screw me over, audience. Okay, he gave me like 2 words. What the heck? Like, he didn't even say that
It gets
before the
better.
whole thing. Okay.
It gets better. This one's one of my favorites because it was always on. It's so annoying. Call JG Wentworth 877.
Cash now.
Yes.
Cash now. Just give me my
It's two of
money.
two.
Just
Just
give
give
me
me
my
my
money.
money.
Come
Just
on.
give me my money. All right, that's two of two. This next one, this may be a little trickier for him. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you ready? Okay. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that. Give me
Kit
a break.
Kat.
Break. Okay,
Is
wait, let's
that
do
it?
it together now. Let's do it together. Hold on, we'll see.
Okay,
You gotta do it with me.
okay.
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat what?
Oh no. Kit
One
Kat
more word.
bar. Kit Kat bar. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's 3 of 3.
For the record,
Dog.
I don't
And
even
it's
eat Kit Kats, man. I paid no
I
attention to Kit
know.
Kat commercials. I was just thinking like break, and I'm like Kit Kat. They always breaking it.
Bro, it goes hand in hand. And it's funny. I like this one so much because The Office did an episode on it. And Andy, he could not remember for the life of him what it was. So if you go back and you watch The Office, Andy says, he says, give me a break, break me off a piece of that fancy feast. He was just all over the place. He could not think of Kit Kat bar. But ladies and gentlemen, Z is better than Andy because he knew. 3 of 3. Let's keep it going, okay? Five. $5, $5.
Foot long. Five,
Yes, sir.
$5,
Yeah,
$5
yeah.
foot long. Come on, bruh.
He's 4 of 4. He's 4 of 4. Come on.
And I used
You
to
guys
like
popped
Subway
up.
too. Come on
When they
now.
had the $5 footlongs for real, we did. We was in there, bro. I remember my Brown Deer days, my BD days, bro. We always on half days would hit up the Subway right by what Old Country Buffet, bro. That whole
Man, oh
section
my
over there, bro.
gosh.
That whole section over there used to go crazy, bro. We hit it up,
Man,
bro. Then we go to Fairy Chasm. We'd either be on the playground
man,
chopping it up with the girls, or we be hooping. You know what I mean? Or want both of them at the same time. It didn't
man,
matter. $5
man,
footlongs,
that's
man.
so
That
crazy.
saved us. Yeah,
Yeah, that's so
yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
All right, man. It all comes down to this, man. This one right here, and this is the longest response. The 4 words. You see what I'm saying? Are you ready?
I think
All
I know
right.
what you're gonna do. Hopefully.
You do not. I promise.
For quality
I am no. I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because
Oh, I know it.
I'm gonna do it
Ah!
again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because
Band-Aid stuck on me.
that's what I'm talking
Ah!
about. That's what I'm talking about. I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid
Cause
stuck on
Band-Aid stuck
me.
on
Yeah.
me, bro. Oh my! I said it in my head and it didn't sound right. I'm like, is that it? I was like, let
Mm-hmm.
me just commit. Let me just commit, bro. I just
Bro,
committed to it.
and it's such a great commercial for Band-Aids because it's like I want the Band-Aid stuck on me. And in the commercial, sometimes they be in the water and they're singing it. Like it's just such a great saying for a Band-Aid, literally. Like you can't get any better than that.
I'm stuck.
That was the finish of the
It's
commercial.
a
You see,
little
ladies and
kid.
gentlemen?
It's a little kid saying it
Black
too.
little kid, yep. Yep.
Oh, it's a black. I don't remember even black little kid. I just remember the voice. It was a black kid.
I mean it may be a couple different kids throughout the commercials
Oh,
because
okay,
everybody
okay,
did it,
okay.
but I had watched the commercials yesterday just to make sure I had them, and
Oh.
the one I saw was a black little kid, and then
Oh,
it
okay.
was somebody else after. But yeah, he was in a bathtub, and then he had it on his little owie or whatever in the bathtub, and he was like, "I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because it ain't stuck on me." So, but
Oh,
yeah, I
see,
like that,
I
bro.
don't even remember a kid saying that. A kid said it obviously, but I don't remember a face. I just remember hearing it in the background. And it'd be like the Band-Aids on the commercial, but that makes sense. Makes a
Yeah,
lot of
man.
sense.
So that was the new one. I mean, you killed it for the new segment. You went 5 for 5. You see what I'm saying? Finish the commercial. Maybe Zach's favorite thing yet. You see, we'll see what part 2 brings though. This is just part 1.
Yeah, I think last podcast you had some favorites up there. I don't know. I don't want to say that, but one that came to mind was
Well, just save it.
for
Well, actually, you can say it. I just won't use it.
no, you might for
Now it's up to
quality
you, buddy.
window sign the door call 866 for Felco. I thought
That's
you were
what
gonna
I.
pull that one out.
Mhm. That was the first
Um.
one I did. I just said call 866, and you said for Falco.
Oh.
Yeah, so you did it. You got that, man.
Oof. I'm slow. Maybe it was a
Yeah,
different
that's
one I was
okay.
thinking of.
It's okay. It is, and I
Yeah.
know which one you're thinking of because I heard it, and they're similar. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it.
You're not gonna encourage my brain process. Okay. Anyway,
Nah, not at all.
um, I got a red button and a green button. Okay. Red, green. On the red button
Okay.
side, you have a 50% chance at $100 million. You, your mama, brother, cousin, your ex, your current, all y'all can retire. $100 million right here. On the right hand side, you have a green button, $100,000, right? The 100,000 guaranteed, no strings attached, right? You can take it, take the money, run. The red button though, it's a 50-50 coin flip. Okay? 50-50 coin flip. If it lands on heads, you get the 100 million. Walk away head scot free,
Mhm.
right? If it lands on tails, you don't get the 100 million, and you lose both your arms. Which one are you pressing?
The green one is 100,000.
The green is 100,000 guaranteed, no strings attached, or you could
Yeah,
quadruple
green.
your.
Green is gold.
You,
Green is gold. I take 100K. And what I do for me, for an average person, and we're saying $100,000 like after taxes. I see it in cash. It's in my bank account. Now, for me and Z, this is great. Some people who are like influencers or celebrities or just popular. Sometimes they forget what it's like to have a little less because they have so many millions, and
that's
they'll say
true.
stupid things like $1 million, you can't even live off that for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Somebody said something stupid like that, and I couldn't believe it
yeah,
because I'm like, well, maybe you can't because you buy jewelry, you try to buy all the new cars, you buy big mansions, but 100,000, Z and me could treat that like 1 million for sure, like easy for sure. Um,
that would get us.
I will,
But our vacations are set. Rent is paid off for years, bro.
and the thing is, bro, I'm taking some of it and I'm literally investing back, so it's gonna grow me money. Because at that point,
Yes,
all of this 100K is extra because I still got my regular job, we're saying, and now I got 100K. So I'm investing some of that into like properties, or I'm investing what I believe in. I don't know if that's gonna be properties at that time, if that's gonna be stocks, if that's gonna be whatever. But I'm investing some way, shape, or form so the money grows and comes back to me. So now it's not just 100K that I get. It's monthly income that I'm generating. You see what I'm saying? It's yearly
right,
income that's always gonna do me right. So now I turned the 100K over time into 1 million or 2 million. You see what I'm saying? That's how you should do it.
right.
So yeah, I'll be straight on that. I'm choosing 100K. The 10 million coin flip would have been worth it if I didn't get my arms cut off, because when I flip a coin, it also depends on the flip we're talking about. But if I flip a coin on my thumb, I catch it and I flip it, I always believe that it's literally what I saw already, because most times I've done it. Most times, if I'm on heads and I flip it, boom, bam, it's gonna be heads. That's what's happened to me most times.
Mm.
Most times. Or if it's tails first, then it's gonna be tails. I don't know why, I don't know how, but for me. So I would have chose the 10 million if it was a flip coin like that. But it's not worth it to lose 2 of my arms. That is insanity. I don't want no prosthetic arm if I don't have to have one, or no arms at all. Like,
Right.
I literally, and this is I love everybody out there. So if you got no arms and prosthetics, or just no arms in general, bro, shout out you, because you're doing it. You making it work.
Right.
You making it work. But I don't want to be like this if I don't have to. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is
Right.
exactly how I be.
Right.
What up,
Nobody
G?
chooses that.
What's
right.
up, man? Nah, nobody. So
Right.
I'm okay. I
Nobody.
take the securely 100K. That's
Hypothetically
yeah,
speaking,
I love that.
if we were to flip a coin, what would you flip? Because I'm gonna flip one right now to see if you would lose your arms or not.
What would I flip?
Yeah. What would you call it? Heads or tails? Hypothetically. For a coin
Just
flip.
told
We're
you
gonna
my
see.
reason. So what is it? What's it on right now?
Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna tell the Siri to flip a coin, so it's not either.
Let me see.
Ratchet.
Let me see.
There's nothing there.
Are you pressing it, or are you just literally telling her?
I'm gonna hold
Yeah.
Siri and I'm gonna say flip a coin.
Oh. Okay, heads.
Flip a coin.
This for 10 mil, y'all.
Wow.
Let's see.
Flip a coin.
Got 10
Did
mil.
you read that? Did you read it?
It said I got heads, right? It said heads.
Yeah. It's a heads.
I got 10
You
mil.
want 100 mil?
I got 10 mil.
It's 100. Oh, it's 100 million.
I got 100 mil.
You got 100 mil. You got 100 mil. You risked it and it paid off. I mean, but
Hey.
the other.
Anybody I'm cool with out there, I just got 100 mil. If you trying to go on vacation, hit me up. Hit me up now. Come on, man. Yeah, that'd be crazy if that was actually a choice. $100 million.
That would be
is
crazy.
insanity.
That would be.
If I ever won $100 million, like, I'm helping so many people out, bro. Like, for no
I wouldn't
reason.
tell nobody.
Just
I
to
would help them out, but I would not tell them. Yeah, I would see.
I didn't say I was gonna tell them. I didn't say I was gonna tell them. I'm gonna help them. But yeah, nobody's gonna know what
Right.
I have. No, even if
No.
I had money now, nobody would know, bro. You never let nobody in your pockets. That's craziness, bro. Come on.
Absolutely not.
And if anybody ever
I heard-
asks you how much money you got, just go the other way. Go the other way.
Someone said in an interview I watched, they were like, if someone ever asks how much you make, like, never tell them. They said if you make less than them, they won't care, and if you make more than them, they'll be jealous. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So just never, I don't know, never talk about it. And some people have the belief that money should be an open conversation. Why not? But yeah, it does. I feel like it does create some hate within people. So I would not want to stir that up.
I mean, I think money should be an open conversation with your spouse. Like, if you're married, I
Right.
think you should
Yep.
definitely you and your wife should talk about that. You and your husband should talk about that for sure. I think that should be one person you could trust. If you can't trust them, then why you married? But yeah, beyond that, I don't really see a need. Maybe some people trust their parent. I could see that too, depending on how your parents raised you, how much you like them, love them, trust them. I could see that.
Very true.
But literally, husband and wife, it should really be that. But yeah, beyond that, it's no point. Like, people, I think it's so weird when people be like, yeah, so how much do you like make at your job? I'm just like, what? How much do I make at my job? Like, what does that got to do with you? Like, you just, like, it's literally to your point, to whoever else's point. It's just, this is either gonna make you feel good, bad, or just indifferent or something. Because if I make the same as you in your head, are you like, oh, I don't even know, it's just weird, but I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. But yeah, everybody out there, tell nobody how much you make, bro. Just don't tell nobody. If somebody's trying to get hired at your job, a great way to answer the question, well, I know starting off pay is blah, 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 blah. Even if you make the starting off pay, you word it just like that. Well, I know the starting off pay is $20 an hour. I mean, I've been here a little bit, and I know, they give, what's that called? They give raises, but I do believe the starting pay is 20. That's how you word stuff, but you don't tell nobody how much you make. That's just a weird question. That's, like I said, just go the other way if somebody asking that. It's kind of weird, uncomfortable. Now, that is true. That is true, that it is uncomfortable to talk about stuff like that. Now, we're going to see if you know certain facts. We're going to do true or false. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been around for our true or false segments. Z always tries to find a pattern. So guess what? Today's going to be no different. He's going to try to find a pattern. Somewhere in here, he's going to be like, oh yeah, he's not going to do that 100 times in a row or 50 times in a row. So let's see if he gets it. True or false?
First of all, the last one I went 5 for 5. Just so you know, I went 5 for 5 in the last one. But keep going.
You've done that 2 times. Yeah, he's done that 2 times recently. I think he's saying he's gonna go 5-5 right now. He just didn't want to say it directly. But I caught the subliminal. He's going 5-5, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Honey never spoils.
That's true.
There
That's
you go.
true.
Yeah, that
That's
was it.
common
I was like,
knowledge.
what are you
Yeah,
waiting
it
for?
never. Yeah, it never spoils 100%. Because that's the one thing I think there was a video I saw where it was like 5 things allegedly that never spoil. But in my head, it's like honey is always the first one everyone mentions. Even when I went to the store the other day, we were reading the back of honey bottles, and like so many of them just said honey. Like it didn't say nothing else. Like you don't have to do nothing to honey. It's just honey is honey. You know.
Archaeologists found lots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs, apparently, and it was still good. So
Oh,
that's from
really?
that's from a lot. Yeah, that's what some sources said. So, yeah,
Wow.
look it up yourself. But they found some in the ancient Egyptian tombs, and they ate it,
Wow.
and they're here. Still good. So he's
Wow.
starting off 1-1. Let's go to number 2.
That's crazy.
Sloths. Sloths. You hear that right? Sloths. Sounds weird coming out. Can't hold their breath longer than dolphins.
Floss. We talking about like Flash.
Flash, 20-yard dash.
Uh, can they hold their breaths longer than dolphins? This is tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not, when I think of a dolphin, I don't even think it's holding his breath. But then you think of dolphins and they like out the water. They fly out the water. And they got the little hole on top of their head too. So it's like, that's gotta be for something. Maybe mating? No, they wouldn't mate on their heads. Alright, let's think. Sloths. Sloths. And sloths are slow too. So it's like, if it gets put in water, it low key. I feel like they float though. I feel like sloths don't even breathe underwater. Well, maybe they do though, because maybe they sink. I don't know. I feel like when I think of a sloth in water, it floats, bro. Because sloths are so dirty, man. Skip it. I think this is a trick question. I'm gonna just say true, because something about it doesn't sound right. So I think I'm gonna just roll with that to agree with it, because it's like when you're thinking of it, like, no, of course they don't. So it's a long drawn out explanation. Yes, sloths do that. Yeah, they do. True. Sloths hold their breath longer.
So, fun fact about dolphins. You kept bringing them up. You kind of on them in a minute. Dolphins are mammals. We're mammals. You see what I'm saying? I remember I told Dad this once, and he got so mad because he's like, animals and humans are not, like, we're different. I know we're different, but we're mammals. They're mammals. Dolphins do have to come up for air. They cannot just stay underwater like sharks do or like other fish do. They have to breathe. It's a fact. So they do hold their breath. You were on that. You had that right. This is actually true, like you mentioned. You see what I'm saying? This is true. Sloths. Now look, there was the wording. The wording here was everything. Sloths can't hold their breath longer than dolphins. It's nothing to do with water or not water. I don't know if they're underwater when they're holding their breath or they're not. But sloths can hold their breath for about 40 minutes compared to dolphins. They can only do it for about 10 minutes, which is shocking.
That is very shocking.
I thought it was crazy, and I'm like, this can't be true. But I looked it up. Multiple sources say this. Multiple. So 40 minutes compared to 10. That's pretty crazy, ain't it?
That's so weird. I feel like, being 100% honest, how many dolphins have you seen in your lifetime? Because I feel like as much as we've been on the ocean, because me and Kendi have taken multiple cruises, like, I feel like I don't even see dolphins like that. And there's so many. And they can only hold their breath for 10 minutes? I see seeing dolphins all the time. Right?
I agree.
That's
That's why on some cruises you're always seeing them going, but we were unfortunate. That's what I'll say. So, I mean, that's good though. You got it. You're 2 of 2.
How do they sleep?
I don't know. That's what I wanted to look up next, but I just wanted to get the true or false, so I didn't look it up. But it raises a lot of questions because you live in a body of water and you can only hold your breath for 10 minutes. So I can't call it. I don't know. Multiple sources. Ladies and gentlemen, look it up in your own time. Number 3, the Eiffel Tower grows in the summer from heat expanding the iron. True or false?
Yeah, I can see that. Because when it's wintertime, like, the doors start feeling different too. Like, the metal's expanding and whatnot. So sometimes it's harder to open a door, or it's easier to close it or whatever. So I can definitely see the metal expanding.
Let me ask you this. if you're saying in the winter, you think metal expands, so it's hard to open doors.
No,
You think in
no,
the
it doesn't.
winter,
It contracts.
that's what you said. So it comes in,
Yeah,
it
it
gets
gets smaller.
smaller.
Yeah.
Okay, you just worded it wrong. Okay. So what is your answer for this then? The Eiffel Tower grows in the summer from heat.
Right. I can 100% see that. Yeah. True.
It's neither true or false. There we go. That is true. It grows about 6 inches. Grows about 6 inches. Yes, sir. He's 3 of 3, ladies and gentlemen. Butterflies. Butterflies. The cute, beautiful things we see flying around. Guess what? They primarily taste with their antennas. Butterflies primarily taste with their antennas.
You know, fun facts that I think a lot of people don't know. I am terrified of butterflies. Terrified. I don't know why, but that has been a fear of mine for as long as I can remember. Like, you remember?
Call on me.
Kennedy.
Call on me. Thank you. Dog, what if as soon as you said this, I thought of one thing, and maybe, did it come from the SpongeBob episode when that moth butterfly was there?
That everyone equates it back to that. It's possible. Yeah. The butterfly, I think it might be the butterfly episode, but I don't know, bro. I genuinely don't know, because it's like I've been afraid of them forever, and they're so unpredictable. They be floating, and they zoom, and it's like, dang, so you can't even dodge it, keep moving. But they're fragile too, because if you hit its wing even a little bit, it shatters, and it can't fly now. It's like that's all I'm saying. So it's like it's an irrational fear, like, and I'm aware of that. So it's like I need to conquer that. Like I need to go to a butterfly exhibit where they fly around everywhere and just get it beaten out of me by some butterflies. Anyway, I say all that to say I'm gonna say true with this, but I'm gonna say true with this. I think they do drink from their antennas. But yeah, butterflies just something about them just they're completely harmless, but something about them just terrify me. I don't know why.
That is interesting because with my work, I see butterflies almost every day, and I love them. Like, so you're like, even like a monarch butterfly. Like, I don't know if that's the most common, but the ones that are like black and orange, you're running.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not running. I'm controlled, but there is a fear aspect. It's very weird. It's like,
whoa.
It's a little flinch.
Dang, that's crazy. When I see them, I love it. Like, I almost put my finger out. I try to have one land on me like they doing TikToks, but none of them ever land on me, unfortunately. That's crazy. Okay.
One landed on me when I was on a date with Brandy. It landed on my leg. Yeah, I'll show you the picture. But yeah, or I'll put it in here. Yeah. But what does it say?
So butterflies primarily taste with their antennas. You said true or false?
True.
That is false. Hey, you know, this crazy. You're never gonna believe what how they primarily eat. They primarily eat with their feet, my boy.
I knew you was gonna say that. As soon as you said I wouldn't believe it, I'm like, they eat with their legs? I'm like, no way, right? What?
Yeah, man. Yep. So Z is now 3 of 4. He cannot go 100%, but he can still get this last one. The last one, tiny mites. Tiny mite is just some type of super small bug. Okay, so tiny mite, super small bug. You can't even see it though. It's super small. You need a microscope. Okay. So tiny mites love to live on/in people's eyelashes. True or false?
Oh, I think this is true, bro, because I've heard there are really small creatures that do naturally live on us, and it's like really freaky and creepy to think about, but it's just the way life is, man. It's just the way life is. So even if it's not the tiny mites, maybe the tiny mites live on a horse or something. Maybe it's called something different, but I'm gonna say true because I do believe there are animals that live on us. I'm gonna roll with the true for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, he has gone 4 of 5 today. Tiny mites do live on/in people's eyelashes. So ladies and gentlemen, please Google this. And the next time You go get your lashes done and you get those extensions in, just realize you may be attracting a little insect into your life that you never even knew was there. And I'm telling you, this is a fact. Go on Google, you look it up, you see the pictures. If you ever woke up and your eyes, your eyelashes were just a little crusty, a little crustier than usual, and you kind of had to get a little something out, you probably got tiny mites, okay? Stop getting extensions.
Dang.
Be natural.
Do we have crust on our eyes every morning because the mice is just doodling on our face, bro? Is it just tiny mice just crapping on us? Is that what it is, bro? And we're just cleaning off the doodle they leave? Like, bro, is that what it comes down to?
Because think about it, you low key, your eyes are closed, so your eyelashes are touching the corner of the eye. So if they're just in there, just poop, poop, and it's filling up, by the time you wake up, you like, where did this random crust come from? And it's just the tiny mice leaving what they leave.
Because where does it come? That's so crazy. Dang, so I've been getting crapped on my whole life.
Well, well, yes, we have 100%, but they affect people differently. Some people don't have a lot of them. Some people have more of them. So you just
Mm.
today, ladies and gentlemen, you take a second and reflect on your eyelashes. Go in the bathroom, look in the mirror, or while if you're in your car right now listening, you just put down the visor, lift up the mirror, and you just check it out. If you start seeing something you don't like, call your local doctor, get some treatments.
There we go. Tiny mites, 4 or 5. I could have went 5 for 5. I fumbled.
Yeah, you almost had it, bro. But you're getting good at these true or falses. You thinking more logically. Sometimes you even think illogically, which goes back to logic with me because I try to get you. So you're doing good. You're doing really good.
I know it pained you because you want to do 5 truths in a row. You
My
threw a false in there, so I wouldn't say true, 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 true.
it kind of gets hard with some of these because even with like the sloth and dolphin one, that one was probably the trickiest one because I'm like, how can I word this to try to get him? But I'm like, there's really no way I can really word it to try to get him. So I kind of just gotta, I just gotta say the statement because it's just like a sloth to a dolphin. Like you said, it's almost so unreal that it's real, and that's literally it. Because it's like, why else would
Yeah,
you compare a random animal to a dolphin who lives in the ocean? It has to be
right,
real. It has to be true. So your logic
right.
is getting better, man. Your logic is getting better.
And we got the quote of the day, something to keep us pushing through, to give us motivation, to help us reach our goals for the week.
When you focus on your problems, you'll have more problems. When you focus on possibilities, you'll have more opportunities. Make sure to like, comment, share with everybody you know, and subscribe.